I'm here to talk to you about breast cancer. First thing I'd like to say is if you're a patient coming to this video because you've been diagnosed, I'm very, very sorry that this has happened to you. But I have answers that can be very beneficial. So here we go. I'm going to try and go through this pretty fast. Okay. First off, you should know that cancer is a mutation. What that means is the cells are doing something that is not normal. Okay, now what could cause this? Well, viruses are thought to be a possible culprit with cancer because when you have the DNA, which is the genetic blueprint, this gets broken, like the bonds get broken, and can be the start leading to cancer. But there's more information that's actually much more important. There's a guy by the name of Robert Cohen who wrote a book, Milk the Deadly Poison, and he has a website, notmilk.com. Very important website. You need to read it. How I got involved in this is my daughter was diagnosed with leukemia when she was 7 years old, and that's how I became immersed in cancer and learning about it and finding answers for her. Now this has progressed into other cancers, so here's some other information. Bovine leukemia virus. A scientist decided to look into how many people actually have bovine leukemia virus antibodies in their body. So 100 volunteers were tested. 50%, over 50% actually had where the body was fighting this kind of invader. Okay. Milk, currently on the market, per Robert Cohen, 89% of the cows in the United States are infected with bovine leukemia virus. Does this mean it could lead to other cancers? I don't know. Is it possible? Yes. Has it been thoroughly studied? No. The milk and beef lobby are two very powerful organizations, and beef is the only meat that is allowed to have synthetic hormones added to it, particularly female-type synthetic hormones. So, this is why you always hear, don't eat red meat. I think this is the key health issue. Now, these hormones are actually, per a doctor that gave me this information, they cause a problem because they disrupt endocrine receptors. Okay, so endocrine disruptors are, and I have to read this to you, things that come from outside the body that interfere with the synthesis, secretion, transport, action, or elimination of natural hormones in the body that are responsible for the maintenance of homeostasis, which means normal cell metabolism, reproduction, development, and behavior. They are sometimes also referred to as hormonally active agents. So, that's what synthetic hormones are. So, you have to avoid foods that have these in them. Milk, all dairy, all cheeses, butter, all of it. And the reason why, another scientist that backs this up, her name is Jane Plant. She has a website, janeplant.com. I'm halfway through her book, fabulous book. She had breast cancer, recurring breast cancer, 5 times, and she describes in the book her research to cure herself. And one of the pivotal moments in her life during her treatment was getting rid of milk products completely. And she's been cancer-free 8 years ever since. Okay, so what are other causes? Growth hormones. Now let me explain to you, and I'm going to try and do this very quick. All lactating animals produce growth hormones called IGF-1. And the reason why is because when the offspring is born, the longer it stays small, the more dangerous it is, and it can be eaten by other prey. So all lactating animals do this, including humans. So when you drink cow's milk, you are getting the hormones from the heifer, the mother cow, who's producing growth hormones to make her offspring grow. On top of this, many companies and dairy farmers are using growth hormones to make the cows produce more milk. These growth hormones have been linked to breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon and lung cancer. So you must remove any products that have that in them. Okay, the next one is nitrates. Those are in all sandwich meats, hot dogs, any aged meats like bacon, salami, things like that. So, you can find uncured 100% beef franks. This company is Maverick Farm. They do not use any hormones. I hope that gives you a clear look. Yes, you pay more money. Now, this is coconut milk. It is the best alternative to dairy I have found. We love it. Here's the label so you can see it. They put out yogurt. The yogurt, it's pretty good. Their ice cream is out of this world. You cannot tell the difference. Okay, so growth hormones, synthetic female hormones in meat, nitrates, avoid all pesticides. Many pesticides have been linked to cancers. There are, I forget the number, 7,000 different pesticides, and the regulating governing bodies call it tolerances. Well, how do we know what the tolerances are for 7,000 different pesticides? Besides the fact, one author, 21st Century Disease, the book, he says that we're accumulating as we go throughout life, and the body reaches a saturation point at some point without our awareness, and that's when disease is triggered. So you want to try to get organic foods. Never, never, never use pesticides in your house. I will have a pesticide page on my website. There are alternatives, and I will be giving those on my website. Okay, I think I've covered it. Good luck to you. There's good research. JanePlant.com is a great website. I also have a full article on my website, freehelpforcancer.com. You can win. There's one other thing I'm going to say. CoQ10. There's studies on my website under the CoQ10 page where a doctor used CoQ10 with breast cancer patients, and he had remarkable results. So you might want to get that and print off the page for your doctor. Okay, my website is freehelpforcancer.com. Thank you very much. Good luck to you. Bye-bye.